video on web warriors, a few teams that punch, a few of the best teams for it. Now, if you see a 1.2 or 1.3 mil web warriors in our opening, I would just use Eternals or IW. I mean, not so much IW, maybe Eternals, just to make sure that that fight goes. Web Warriors scale really, really well, and it's a scary fight, regardless, even with the right combo. The best combo that I have seen in terms of dealing with, just 1 mil, maybe 100 or 200K punch up is X Factor. And a lot of people use different things as the fifth. Hawkeye is a very good fifth. I've seen people use Minerva. I'm not a big fan of Minerva, but I could see some of the benefits. Um, with Hawkeye, it pops Miles out of stealth. It gives you a little bit of rewind. Namor is also a really good one to use. The one that I use that I think is most effective is Zemo. I think Namor is the most effective because of he wipes all those buffs and he rewinds turn meter, but he is with used on an offensive team. So Zemo is my go-to. This is a 180K punch up. Let's see how it goes, and I'll show you what I do. So the most dangerous person of these five to me is Gwen. And while I don't always focus her first because she's so hard to kill, I do try to control her. So if you have a lock or a stun or something you want to do, Gwen would be the one you want to put it on. Okay, so now this is going to what you use here is going to really depend on where you are. If you have defense down on all your players, I would go with using his ult for defense up. But if you do not, then you could go all in and put defense down. This is another one where you can make a decision. You could use his ult and kill one player, making it four, or you could use his special. I mean, for this one, being that I'm not 100% sure I'm gonna one shot anybody, I'm gonna go with his special and just get everybody down a little. Go now. This I personally think that Polaris is an unsung hero. She does so much damage, and her team. So this, you use her ult here, pull them all together. Everybody's near death. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, we killed one. I'm gonna go for Scarlet Spider because he's close to death. I'm gonna go for Miles. OG, because he is another one. Let's get rid of Miles here. Not Miles, OG. Let's go with the defense up, and pretty easy fight. And this is on Elway's 1.25 mil team. There are other teams you can use. We'll go back to Elway's. I'm going to try a slight punch up with axmen. They work, but they don't work very very well. Another team that works pretty well, but I don't use them, is Uncanny with Magic, but we have them on defense, so I'm gonna skip that. So here we go. This might not work, but just trying to give you guys some direction here. Okay, so I usually go for who I think is the lowest, easiest to kill, and right now that's Scarlet Spider, so I'll go for him. Hopefully we get going before they get going. I'm going to use his special to get rid of all the to get rid of the reactor buff or whatever that is, the disrupt. So still no defense up, which makes it a scary fight, because if they do focus somebody important, they can die like that. But with this, and it's not over. You can get axmen going faster than you could get these guys going. So let's try to even the odds and stay with killing him. Now it's a 4-on-4. Now we could put defense down and go for Spider Punk as our target. I'm going to stun Gwen because, as I said, she's the most dangerous. So anytime I get a chance to control somebody, I want to control her. Gonna try to get rid of all this stuff. There goes Iceman. Okay, now we're buffed up. Let's see if we could get rid of Gwen right now. She's already stunned, so we're gonna use her special. Let's try to blind Spider Punk. Okay, there's down to 2. So as I said, if this is played properly, always try to get those try to get rid of those offense ups. They hit very hard. Try to flip them with Beast. Let's see if we can get this kill. Okay. Put the buffs on him. And this is a wrap. We'll just put it on auto so that we can go to the next fight. The next fight that could work against Web Warriors on a smaller, on a less reliable point of view is Bio. I'm not going to take this because this is a 100k punch up. I'm going to try to punch across. So let's look for a smaller. Yeah, here we go. Here is a punch across. Sort of. It's actually a 40k punch down, but I think you only want to punch up slightly with BO. I would say 100k at best. It can get very, very dicey with BO. I'm just changing our positioning a little bit. I just want to put these guys together, so there's a lot of chains, and I want them to be chaining to Thanos, not to my squishier players. Okay, so once again, we'll look for the easy target. Seems to be Spider Punk. We'll start with there. We'll start there. I'm gonna hold this for a little bit, and hopefully we get rid of Spider Punk. I am going to put some damage there. Put defense up. Oh, well, I missed on Corvus because I didn't realize he had disrupt. Let's get rid of this guy. So now it's a 3-on-5. We should be good from here. I would definitely try to control her with a stun, but she has dodge. So let's just use the basic to get rid of her dodge. Now I guess we can. I would just use his ult, and I guess we could have used the special earlier. I was kind of trying to hold it in case we got tons of debuffs. But in this fight, we ended up being able to use it a little earlier. So this was a 40k punch down, and while it wasn't a loss, you could see how of the 3 fights, it was definitely the most the easiest to possibly lose. Okay, that's it for this Web Warriors. That's what I would recommend. I mean, there's other teams that can beat them, but I think, Eternals, the big ones, X Factor, most medium stuff, and even a couple big ones after globals are down. Black Order and Axmen are also possible after globals are down, or you could even do it during globals if you're punching down, because most of us have huge axmen and BO. I would just advise punching it down during globals. Thank you guys.